The number one thing people worry about when it comes to wearing earbuds is, will they fall out? Welcome back to Royal Greek Gamer. Royal Greek Gamer back with another video. I know, two, right? Within a week. So, last week I decided to unbox and do a little quick overview of the Samsung Galaxy Buds. And this video is actually something I've never done before. It's a bit of a review or my experience kind of video. So I'm going to be doing it. So, I've been wearing these Samsung Galaxy Buds for 1 week, and I want to talk about them a bit. Firstly, I'm going to start with the things I love / like, and the things I feel Samsung can do better on. So let's start off with what I like. Battery life for me has been great. They never had to be recharged in my daily use, which is about maybe 3 to 4 hours, but like with some pretty loud music, I'd say. And I also love on the Samsung Wearables app, it has the option for the equalizer. So if you are an audio head and you do want a pair of earbuds, not over-ear headphones, I'd strongly consider looking into these because the equalizer does a pretty good job. I usually keep it in dynamic, so it basically just boosts everything up, but you can do a treble boost, a bass boost, make it softer, stuff like that. And also with Android, the added benefit is I use an app called Player Pro. No, not Player Pro. I used to use Player Pro. I use Power Amp now. That has an onboard equalizer in the app, so you can tweak it there. And these hold their own in replicating the sound. What else do I want to talk about? The number one thing people worry about when it comes to wearing earbuds is, will they fall out? Now, I know with AirPods, that was maybe the biggest complaint. Samsung Galaxy Buds, I'll bring them up again, why not? I'll just hold them here. Have not fallen out of my ears once the entire week. And as an added kind of bonus to these things, I have been to the gym every single day this week for a minimum of an hour and 30 minutes each time I went. And every single time I go, I do 30 minutes of cardio on the treadmill. They have not fallen out. Now, this is where I'm going to get into the stuff I don't really like about them. So, I'll just pull one out here. Samsung Galaxy Buds, they have this, I don't want to call it a lock. It's kind of like a support on the helix here. So this would go in your ear right here and just sit in there. They do a pretty good job, and they do have interchangeable ear tips for whatever ear canal size you have. But what I do not like, take a look at one of my old earbuds, friggin' retention rubber, I'll call it. This goes directly in the ear, and following up, I can't see the camera, but I don't know if you can see where my finger is. Instead of it just sitting here like the Samsung Galaxy Buds do, this goes all the way up into the helix, and it locks it in place. So what I have found with the Samsung Galaxy Buds is that they do a good job of sitting in the ear and not falling out once, but there is some movement. So you might have like a good seal on the ear canals, just like this, but then you might move a little bit, or if you're lifting weights, you tense up in the head and the neck, and it kind of shifts your face a bit. So there is a problem with shifting of the earbuds, but they have not fallen out. So that's the great thing about them. So I've never had a problem, and I never felt like they're going to fall out either. Like, not once. I know for a fact that they're sitting in the ear, and sometimes you can't even feel them, but I know they're not going to fall out. I have no worries about that. It's just sometimes they do shift, and you might just have to give it a little press. And another thing I wish Samsung would do, probably could be done through software updates, is so you press once to pause a song. You double tap to change the song to the next one. Or if you want to triple tap, that allows you to change the song backwards. So you get to go back again. And also there's phone call options too, but I'll just talk about the music. I wish in a software update that they would let you know what you have done. Because sometimes you tap it once and you'll hear beep, but it sounds like two beeps. And it's like, okay, so, but you know you did one, so you pause the song. Or sometimes I want to change the song and I go 1, 2, and it only registers 1, but it sounds like 2. And I'm like, okay, so I probably messed up where I touched it. Or if I do want to change the song, I hit 1, 2, and I hear 1, 2, and everything is going great, but it sounds like 3 sometimes. So it is a way of, you have to guess. Like sometimes I think I skipped the song, but I've actually paused it, so I've had to go back and, you know, just kind of play around with it. It's happened maybe 4 times in the whole week, so it's not a huge deal. But I wish for like maybe a Samsung update, probably through software. I hope it doesn't have to be hardware. It could be done through software. Is if you press it once, you hear an audible voice that says pause song or something, or pause. Hit it twice, next track. Hit it 3 times, previous track. Something like that, so you know what you have done and you know what this has done. That's honestly all I want to talk about. These things are great. They are not without their flaws. There's no flawless product out there. So if I were to give this a Royal Greek review score, I just made that up on the spot. I'd give it 4 out of 5 stars because they are almost perfect. Not perfect, not all the way yet, but maybe in the next generation, or maybe some third party kind of workings want to do it. The retention, so there's no shiftage of the earbuds, would be great. But as for now, if you were thinking of ever getting these, there's nothing really holding you back. I have complex ears, actually, believe it or not. So they work for my ears. 90% sure they will work for yours. Thank you for watching this video. First time I've ever done it. Leave a like if you liked it. Subscribe if you haven't. Peace.